So today we're going to do a video about these type of perfume bottles that you might find when you search through flea markets, antique shops, online. These are actually ebonized wood. And I didn't know how old this was. I thought this was from the 30s or 40s, but tonight I found out something else. And I also thought they were possibly like French. Turns out that these are English and they were made out of ebonized wood. I don't know if you can see that. Right on the bottom, it says real ebony. Don't know if you could see that. Very hard to focus in on that. But let's try to focus if we can. And it says real ebony. Don't know if you can see that. And what is ebony wood and what is the significance of it? Now, this perfume bottle came without the bulb and the little tassel. It was broken off and I fixed it. It was actually missing. And so it just came with the top. By the way, the perfume would come right out of that little hole you see there. Don't know if you can see that. And this is, again, something I thought was from the 30s. But then I found out something else. This is not from the 30s, and this is much older. And then I found another part of the clue tonight that was really interesting. So this thing actually screws off, and there's a glass bottle inside of it. So when I was doing my research, I found out tonight that a lot of these bottles actually screw off and there's glass inside of there. I was always wondering like how you could pour liquid inside of ebony and it not eventually seep out through the pores of the wood. And I never thought to think that there was actually glass in here. This is how it would work. You would squeeze the bulb and the perfume would come out of that little hole right there. But what's really cool about this, I don't know if you could see this here. This is the ebony wood. Let's get a close up. And ebony wood is really actually expensive wood. We'll go over what ebony is in a moment. But the cool part about this is I never even realized that this happens until I was playing around with the bottle. This actually screws off from the base, which is quite cool. And let's go ahead and do that. Here we go. And right here, if you look, there is a glass bottle that's actually inside of this ebony wood. And this serves as like a vial. I can't get this out. It's like stuck in there good, if you know what I mean. It's because of the age, you know, things get crusty after over a century. And how old is this? Well, and what other products with ebony wood like this that were made for vanities did they make with ebony wood? So let's go ahead and check that out. Now, these are English. I just found this out now. Always thought this was French. There we go. Really a cool perfume bottle. Now, they came out with whole vanity sets with all pieces made in ebony. How old is this? What is ebony wood? And what are the other pieces that you can find to add to the collection of ebony wood vanity pieces? Let's go ahead and find that out tonight. Okay, ebony wood has become one of the most expensive woods in the world. Due to the rich characteristics and rarity of this distinctive black wood, its price can exceed $100 per board foot or $10,000 per kilogram and can even go up to $13,000 per cubic meter. Are ebony trees endangered? And here's what the tree looks like in nature, as you can see. And why is ebony called the $1 million tree? Know the facts. Okay, have you ever heard of a tree that's worth millions of dollars? Yes, and read that right. Ebony wood, a rare and valuable wood, is considered one of the most expensive woods in the world, with a price tag that can make your head spin. What makes ebony wood so special, you ask? Well, it all boils down to its unique properties. Ebony wood is derived from the Dios or Diospyros genus trees, and its most popular variation is in the African ebony, which is known for its creamy, dense, and heavy consistency, as well as for its dark black heartwood, that is. One of the most captivating features of ebony wood is its smooth texture and aesthetic appeal. The wood is renowned for its deep, rich black color that is both elegant and striking. It is often used in high-end furniture, musical instruments, and luxury car interiors, just to name a few. And why are ebony trees worth millions? Let's find out why. And that would be number 4. And so, let's see. The history of ebony wood, blah, 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 blah. Let's see. Ebony comes from the Egyptian word Can't even pronounce that. This popular tree has a special place in ancient Egyptian history as it was used for an ornamental purpose and royal tombs. Interesting. All right. And in the late 16th century, ebony wood was prized for beautiful carved cabinetry in places from all over the world, starting with Antwerp or Belgium. Belgium? Yeah. The dense hardness lent itself to refined moldings, framing finely detailed allegorical subjects taken from classical or Christian history. Within a short period of time, fine luxury cabinets in Paris, that's why I thought it was French, where manufacturers were known as ebonistes. Don't know if I pronounced that right. Basically, ancient kings of India excessively used this popular ebony wood. They used it for the wands and image frames they used for drinking cups because it was thought to be resistant to poison. Did you know that ebony was used in handles of samurai swords? No, I didn't until now. Okay, so the ebony tree reaches maturity between 600 to 200 years. 60 to 200 years. They also grow in fertile tropical rainforests and usually on lower altitudes. So they are found in Sri Lanka, southern India, Western Africa. Yes, found in Asia, Indonesia. Interesting. And that's what the center of a cut down ebony tree looks like. You see that black wood right in the center. That's really cool. Did you know that actually this ebony, this black wood, is effective for people with anemia? It actually helps those with diabetes. It treats skin conditions like scarring. It also protects the skin from damaging effects of pollution. It has antifungal and anti-inflammatory properties. Well, now I know about that. Okay, why is it called the tree worth millions? Well, because it's a slow growing and small, and it says ebony trees are generally slow growing and small, and the demand for ebony wood is high. The low supply and high demand for this type of wood makes it more expensive than any other type of wood. Typically, a black ebony tree does not grow under closed cover or thick stands. It prefers more solitary existence. These characteristics derive their inability to compete with other plants. Ebony trees can take from 70 to 200 years in order to attain a usable size and, chunk to make pieces out of. Okay, so that's why they're so damn expensive. Ebony wood is actually facing extinction. Apparently, such a high demand for carvers, furniture makers, and stuff like that makes it so that this is a very, very, very what's the word I'm looking for? A tree that's about to be extinct? Hopefully not. Sadly, this one's only worth $35. It's missing the bulb. And here's an ebony wood and glass perfume bottle, and it's dated circa 1819. Had no idea whatsoever that my bottle was that old. Here we go. This one is made in England, and it has a glass bottle inside of it that screws out. And you can see here, it says made in England, ebony. Just like on the bottom, mine says real ebony. I assume now that generally and definitely mine was made in England. Here's the bottle that was inside the wood. And I'm sure that's what mine would look like or similar if I was able to get out of that ebony tube. So here's an example. You'll find these antique ebony pieces that were part of vanity sets. This one is a vanity dresser tray. This is antique, and it's English, and it's only being sold for $72. Well, that's a really low price, and I don't like that because I like my antiques to be quite valuable, but oh well. And here are some of the sets that you will find. Ebony dressing table set. Here's another one. You would find them with little hairbrushes, pin cushions, little sticks to stick in your hair, button hooks, these little button hook doers. I don't know what you call them, but to, button your boots. Little hand mirrors. Here's a brush set. Here we go. Some of them were even monogrammed. Some of them were actually faux, not even real wood, and made out of celluloid. Here we go. 7-piece, 1880s, 1900 ebony wood vanity set. You can see some of them came with manicure pieces. Also boot hookers. Here's another one with a tray. Really interesting. And you'll see quite a bit of these type of pieces on the internet if you look hard enough. There's not too many being sold. So I really feel that these pieces are rare. So actually right now, while you can, search out for these pieces to make whole sets. Sometimes you can find them as a whole set. And this one only sold, yes, it did sell for $120. And it's a 7-piece, 1880s, 1900 real ebony vanity set. And these are quite beautiful. Some of them came with little silver, pieces of silver on the handles. You can see this is it looks like a manicure set, a nail file, one of those boot hook doers, whatever you call it, a big mirror. Wow, this is actually really pretty. Let's check this out. There we go. So I searched on the whole entire internet, and besides that other one that I found on Etsy, this is the only perfume bottle that I've found that is made out of ebony wood. I could not find any others, especially the fact that I was able to fix it is really cool. That it has now it has a bulb, and it works, by the way. So to get the fluid in here, I thought you would have to screw this off and pull the bottle out. But apparently you just screw this top piece off, and you could pour the fluid into the bottle, the glass bottle that's in here. Now, I believe at one time the glass bottle was able to be removed just so that you can clean it out. But now we know that ebony wood is very rare. You might want to look for pieces like this on eBay. Pretty much they're very affordable right now. But for how much longer are they going to be affordable? This is a hot collectible to go after right now, because I have a feeling within the next 20 years, 10, 15, 20 years or so, the price of these pieces are going to go up. Especially perfume bottles. They're actually a double collectible. So when you're collecting vanity pieces, perfume bottles are like the holy grail, because there's people that collect bottles as well. So it's a double. So if you collect vanity pieces, also the bottle collectors will be going after these. So this is something to look for. A lot of people will think these are plastic. They'll think these are celluloid. So you can find a lot of people selling these as celluloid, and they're really not celluloid. They're actual wood. And the dead giveaway is the fact that it's carved on the bottom and it says real ebony. Some of them do not have that marking. And so keep an eye out for these. Right now, they're very affordable and they're very cheap. But I have a feeling in the future, there will be more demand for these. Thanks for watching. Thanks for learning. And yeah, we all learned something about ebony wood tonight and these old vanity sets that you might be able to find on eBay or Etsy or any of these other websites or flea markets or thrift shops.